Hello everybody and welcome back to The Sims. As you can see, I'm having Mitchell and Cash having a bit of a natter at the breakfast table. A little bit of a problem with the current episode is that it recorded my voice not a little bit at all. Apparently what I had done was I had opened up, wow, these Sims are really loud in my headphones. I'm going to have to turn them down, just so I can continue speaking. So yes, what I am doing is I am doing post-recording. What had happened is apparently I'd opened up, what do you call it? Look at Cash just sitting there. Oh, today is basically an aspirations day. We're sorting out the aspirations and making sure that Cash hits his Renaissance sim and Mitchell hits his bodybuilding one, and then growing Cash up and getting him married. You know, all the usual gubbins. Anyway, so yeah, I started up Fraps before I'd actually plugged in my microphone. So while I was sitting there jabbering away on my own for 3 hours this morning, nothing. Just nothing. So I'm going to sit here jabbering away on my own for like half an hour whilst we watch Mitchell play with his spaceship. That's not a euphemism. It should be a euphemism, but it's not. Yeah, anyway, I'm looking at the bodybuilder thing is, somebody said the way to repair it was to left click on Origin on the game and hit repair. That didn't work. That didn't work. Anyway, Mitchell's bodybuilder aspiration. I found out what this was. If you're struggling at all to find out what's what, you want to look for Carl's Sims 4 whatever. And he's got some really solid advice, and he knows what these things are. So I looked up there. Apparently this is workout in the gym. Hey, it's Brittany! Yeah, I think I actually had him talk to Brittany for a while. Just so, you're my daughter! I raised you! Hello! So, yeah. So this is what we've got him to do. As you can see, he's built up his bodybuilder aspiration and own 2 pieces of workout gear we've got. And I can't actually read that last bit. Oh, push the limits for 1 hour whilst that was an awful thing to do. It was an awful thing to do. One thing I did notice whilst I was at the gym here is as you mouse over them, it actually tells them if they're a teenager, a young adult, or an elder, which I thought was, look, he's chatting to his daughter. That's going to go so well for him. Sorry, must take a drink. This talking for 2.5 minutes has really worn me out. I'm so screwed. Yeah, so we're dealing with the aspirations. Now, I really like the aspirations. I didn't realise that I'd like the aspirations until this episode, because they give you some more traits, and I'm all about like more and more traits. So what have we done? Oh, I can't even remember why I kept this bit in. Oh, cowplant berry. Yes, that was it. Yeah, well, I sent Mitchell on a space station type debris, and as you can see, I'm sort of filtering through, trying to find where the cowberry is. But the cowberry is to make a cow plant, and now cow plants are like pretty solid in The Sims, and they're a really good way if you're trying to keep an elder from aging up. For those of you who don't know, cow plants are basically as they sound. Cow plants, which is basically a plant with a cow on it and massive teeth. And what they try and do is they try and lure unwary Sims in by dangling a piece of cake, hoping that hungry Sims will eat them. And you would be surprised how stupid Sims are. Actually, you probably wouldn't be surprised. I'm not surprised anymore. But yeah, since Cash's aspiration was to get a debris, oh, for goodness sake, he's a Renaissance Sim, so he wants to get, the first level is 4 skills at level 4. So I decided that his skills would end up being gardening and logic, I think was the easy one. Fitness, I got him to do as well. And cooking. So those are the 4 skills, and the next level up is 5 skills at 5 points, which I understand, because if you know you're Renaissance simming. Oh yeah, I sent Mitchell out at the back to dig some stuff. This is what I'm going through here. And basically it says, open up a time capsule. So I did, and there was this really creepy doll inside. Creepy doll. I think all dolls are creepy, actually. Look at the little cow plant! It's so cute. Oh, I also brought some of the other plants along from the previous household, because I stuck them in the family inventory. Family inventory is really, really good for stuff, but that cow plant is really tiny and cute. So, yeah. I realised at this point that I was getting a bit low on funds, because would you believe that this house has bills of £8,000? Why have I... Oh yeah, he's doing his space exploration stuff, and, I don't know, doing a thing. Why have I said... Oh, cowplant grown up! Cowplant grown up. It's adorable. I didn't realise you could pet it or play with it at this point. But look at that thing. That thing is such an awesome... I don't know, such an awesome addition. I do know that you can actually get it in other ways. You can get... Look at it. It's so adorable. You can get it by splicing a snapdragon with something else. You can get a baby, a cow plant. But look, he's feeding it. He's feeding it. You have to feed it meat, because it's like a carnivorous plant. You tell when the plant is hungry because it puts its cake out. That sounds really weird. But yeah, he needs to go and pet that cow. That cow is adorable. Yeah, so, yeah. Oh, milestone complete. What have we got? Oh, his bodybuilder challenge. As you can see, he needs to... oh, yeah, that last one there is to work out... Push the limits, which means you have to have worked out already. And then work out again for push the limits. Now, I'm not sure what I was going for with the rewards and the potions and stuff. Explaining why I was going through the rewards. Partly for the things, but also it gets you more reward points as you go through these... Oh, look, the cow's hungry. Cow's hungry. Eat up, my precious, my lovely precious. But this is the point where you can actually do it. From what I understand, if you don't feed the cow plant often enough, it actually starves to death. Look, now it's going to eat. Yeah, and you end up with a skeleton cow, so it's obviously plant animal, plant cow. Anyway, yeah, so the exercising thing, it's a bugger. It really is a bugger to do. But we do actually go through it in this episode. We do actually complete it. And there was... Oh, this is the thing where I was trying to cheat. One of the things is to become a peak physical specimen of simhood, basically. And I was trying to do it by cheating and getting the Instaline potion, as you can see here. Yeah, basically what they want is they want muscle definition and skinny sims. Mitchell doesn't get skinny, I found out. Mitchell just doesn't do skinny at all. So here I am trying to make him drink the potion. I was so naive. This is as skinny as Mitchell gets. You'll notice after he drinks the potion, no change. Oh, and I think that's... I want to say Sterling. No, it's the other one. I don't understand why it does that fizzy bubbly thing. The fizzy bubbly thing's really weird. Anyway, his brother is like often a guest. Yeah, this is how skinny Mitchell is, just naturally. If you remember his dad, whose name I can't remember whatsoever now, but his dad was a bit of a tub, so I think his tub is genetic. So his little belly. I'm tapping my own belly like that's going to make a sound. Yeah, so he's not the peak physical. And at this point I'm realising, actually I'm just going to have to get him to work out his muscles. See? You can see I'm just clicking on the muscle workout. From what I understand is it took like no time at all because I've had him working out on the treadmill. He was already skinny, so it took no time at all to get him like Wolverman, and then we maxed the skill for him, and he did his bodybuilder thing, and we completed his aspiration, which meant he got the long life. So when he hits Elder, he's going to live for a much longer time than anyone else. And then I have to change his aspiration, so I ended up doing do the writing thing. The writing thing is really good, and I think it's one that's easy to do. I was looking at maybe doing a food one, but that requires you to change your script. And I just like the fact that Mitchell is just like a rocket ship captain. I don't want Mitchell to change his career. That annoys me, that the career part is part of this. So you can only really do it if you don't want to change the career. And look, Cash is about ready to and he's inviting brother. Cash is about ready to age up. I think this is where we were going with this. He needs to age up. He needs to give me the pretty baby. Yeah, so he's gonna grow up and end up trolling for Tail, which is basically what they all do. So yeah, sorry about the I'm trying to remember what I was thinking. I spent about 3 hours recording this today. I like this thing. Now that he's hit like the top of the building career, he can actually insta fix anything and instant upgrade things, and it's just like, wow. So basically what you can do is you can yay, adult, milestone complete, which means his aspiration thing is complete as well. So he can get up to the next level, so we're even closer to getting yeah. I decided to do creativity with him because he seems like a creative sim. Because art lover, and there I screwed up. I put candles on, but apparently tasting the frosting also ages you up, which is weird. It's just weird. So so his aspiration is to be creative, get lots of skills, which I'm okay with because I quite like it when that happens. I quite like doing skilly people. Yeah, he made a microwave pastry. I never made microwave pastries. I never told him to. There's cake. Eat the cake. So yeah, Cash is basically going to do some work at some point. However, what I want him to do is I want him to stay and have a baby first. This is where I'm trolling for Tail. Every single woman that I tried in this gym and everywhere else, I must have been to like 30 places, and that's Lillian Shipley. That's Mitchell's ex-wife. That's Mitchell's ex-wife. Not going for her. The only person, everyone was either not attractive enough or attached, and in the end I just went, you know what, we're going for Bella Goth. For those of you who aren't like Sims people, Bella Goth is like part of the quintessential Sim family. She was always married to Mortimer Goth. Hey, Brittany's there. She's always married to... Yeah, these are the people that I'm checking out, and it was just like, I'm just done with this. I've already asked these people if they're engaged. Anyway, Bella is always attached to Mortimer Goth, and she always has the older child, Cassandra, and the younger child, I think it's like Morty Jr. or something like that. Nobody ever cares about the younger child. The younger child's irritating. So, yeah, at this point I just went, you know what, I am going to go for Bella. Big boobed mistress and all. And basically what I wanted her to do is to become friendly with me. She rejected romance. Her characteristics are family orientated, good, and can't remember what the good one was. Oh yeah, she didn't like me flirting with her. Oh, and romantic. So yeah, she didn't like me flirting with her. But you know what? When am I going to let that stop me? When have I ever let that stop me? So we ended up moving in together quite quickly. They're buddies, they're pals, you know, and it's the easiest way to, if you're controlling a sim, it is in fact the easiest way to get them to fall in love. Yeah, so my brain was going, I should get Bella across, and then I thought, why don't I just do it the easy way and bring them all across like I do there, and then have them divorce in the house, and then Morty can take the kids and live somewhere else. It has also the bonus effect that I get all their money because they leave with nothing. I wasn't actually thinking about that at the time, but you know, it's always a good thing. And here I am. This is where we start breaking up Bella and Morty. I feel almost kind of bad, but Mortimer Goth, he was an elder in like Sims 3, and he was a dick butt. He was a complete and utter dick butt. I didn't like Morty at all. He basically came around, yelled at you with his stick, and yeah, he's just not pleasant. Yep, you have that. You do, and yell at each other, and you yell at her. So it's not her fault in the slightest. See how my mind works? Yeah, he needs to initiate the divorce, not her, because then he needs to take the kids. So she's the one that's hard done by. Yeah, I think that says a lot more about me than I want it to. But yeah, he's just gonna be mean to her here until they imply mother is a llama, you know, and then criticize her sex skills and woohoo skills, woohoo, and then just divorce. And I like the fact that there's makeup woohoo. There's makeup woohoo, and that's just, there we go, got them to divorce. It takes like literally 50 seconds to get them to divorce. It's great. So yeah. No.
Skip a row. Neeb.
Yeah, she's gonna end up sad for a while. That's what I don't get. You can have Sims that have no emotions when their partner dies, but when they get divorced, sad for 2 days. I just Oh no! Look at the tragedy on that kid's face. No. So yeah, they're divorced, and this is me moving them in. In fact, they moved in across the street with the land grab for Hamley, and you'll notice that Lyric's no longer there. So I think Lyric died, but Oscar and Brittany are there, so they're just going to live with the rest of the family across the road. I am so bad at this. Yeah. So. Kind of felt bad about moving the kids away, but that's just me. Oh, look at how sad she is. She's just miserable. Yeah, she feels angry because she's had an annoying conversation. I hated Morty. I really did. He was the one Sim in Sims. I'm pretty sure it was Sims 3 that drove me bananas. Just drove me out of my gourd. But yeah, I found out that she's an intelligence agent, so she's like a spy. And here's me bringing down cash and going, there, and she's stuck in a wall. I just can't. The building stuff in Sims is excellent, and I like the building stuff.
Crimbo Darfy Brabs.
Sometimes it just requires a little bit of kicking. There we go. He's trying to cheer her up, and he's going to pay her a compliment. And, you know, this was my mistake. See, my mistake was getting him to do all this stuff. She's a romance sim, so her romantic actions are more likely to succeed than his. But trying to flirt with her when she's sad is just weird. So yeah. There was a point here where I just went, no, I just need to stop this right now. Come on, just make her feel better. Make her feel better, and then she'll love you. That's how it works. Of course, women are just slots where you put in niceness until sex falls out. For those of you who don't know where I got that from, there's the typical nice guy trademarked, capital N, capital G. It's basically they're only nice to women to get sex, and I've had my share of those. I've known a few people who are like that. I think we just try and cheer her up herself, and she calls the sadness hotline. It's like a suicide hotline, but just for sadness. it's an interesting thing that they added that, actually. I'm not sure how I feel about it, because everyone knows I need to sort out this house at some point. I need to just... Oh, look, there's me just going, there's a bed. Just have a bed. It's fine. We'll just have a bed. I think that this is me just trying to... I can't remember what I was saying here. I really can't. It's possible I wasn't saying anything and I've just recorded a massively long streak for anything. Yeah, there she is. She's calling the sadness hotline. I'm not sure why they included that. It's like a suicide hotline. I'm not sure. I mean, I'm glad because it helps people who, you know that actually, oh, really, there are things out here to help me. But, yeah, I think I have her cry it out now. Just cry it out, Bella. Feel your feelings. Yeah, I'm basically just trying to get her over it. And, if you actually do these actions, it actually makes the sadness go away faster, which I didn't realise until now, looking back at it. That's what the arrows on the things mean. Apparently flirting is not a thing to make people unhappy, to make people happy. Not when they're really, really freaking miserable. I really need to sort out the layout of this room. Yeah. And this is Mitchell. Mitchell, as people have accused me, is my favourite sim. I make no bones about it. Mitchell is my favourite sim. I don't know why. I just think he's awesome. I think it's because he's the first one that actually got a career that made me want to play him. I'm not sure. I just wanted to play the career, and then he turned out gay, and then turning out to have all these personality things, and I just like Mitchell. I just like Mitchell. Oh, and Mitchell was making breakfast for her. I think that's what I was doing. Yeah, he's making breakfast for her. Deal with your sadness, Bella. Deal with your sadness. And then Mitchell makes fun of her. Because Mitchell can be a bit of a twonk, if we're being perfectly honest. He's not mean or anything. He's just got a lot of traits. I think he's on like 6 traits now. I think I was going to just like, you know what, let's just send her to work. Let's just send her to work while she sadly eats her miserable French toast. This is where I get them to be flirty now. This is where I get them to be flirty. You'll notice that she's the one flirting with him rather than the other way around, because apparently the other way around doesn't work when someone's sad. And yeah, so these two are going to end up boyfriend and girlfriend relatively quickly. They're going to have their first kisses and they're going to be adorable together. I mean, I think this is like the kissing, and yeah, this is the moment. This is the moment where they actually fall in love. I think. I'm not actually sure that this is love. More like you'll do. You'll do. It's you'll do. And I know plenty of people who have relationships like that. There's nothing wrong with you'll do. So long as you realise that that's what it is, and that true love isn't true love. Oh God. I should make an advice channel where people write into me advice and go, yeah, true love doesn't exist. It's just, you'll do. Oh, there we go. I think that's them having their first kiss, and then I think she asked him to be, there you go, be her boyfriend.
Sorry.
I am the most terrible person in the world for this. Yay, they're boyfriend and girlfriend. And then they take a photo just to rub it into Mortimer Goth that she's gotten married, she's gotten, a fella. And then try for a baby, because... Oh, that's what she's here for. See, I don't like that dress on her. I don't like that dress at all. I know it's supposed to accentuate her breasts and her hips and her really flat tummy and the skinniness of the skinny mini, but I just don't like the dress. I'd like it maybe if it were a little bit looser around the hips. I mean, she doesn't. I mean, you just want some kind of. I don't know. I just don't like that dress. I wouldn't like it if it was anyone else either, to be honest. And there we go, their first woohoo. And you'll notice the top box says it's actually both their first woohoos. Yeah, and it's also their first kisses. So Bella had the kids without ever having sex or kisses. So yeah, here we go. Let's see if she got pregnant. I already know. I don't think you already know, but I already know. Here we go. Peeing, peeing, peeing on a stick, peeing on a stick, peeing on a stick. Takes a lot of effort to pee on a stick. And it's really, really, really... There we go. Baby. Bella with baby. Yay. And immediately morning sickness. And yeah, so I didn't like that dress, so I changed the dress. I like that one a lot more. It's basically the same, but anyway. I've been Zombie Cleo. This has been The Sims 4. Hope we get back to it normal style next time. Class dismissed.